All right, welcome in, everybody. This is the Jester's match here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. This is the open stream. I'm joined in the booth with my very good friend, Patrick. How are you, buddy?
Good. How's everybody doing?
So, hey, I should turn my, there, we can listen to the whole thing. It's still going. All right, so we got this match going, and hopefully they're going to get started here if they see my thumb, which they did. TK is a regular here, and obviously everybody knows Mike Gaines. So take a look here. Let's see how we go for this leg. Looks like Mike is going to grab that one by a mile and a half.
Yeah, TK was way short.
So I'll tell you, the biggest advantage, they're both 495s. I think that this is Mike's biggest challenge as of yet. And I think the biggest advantage that Mike is going to have is experience. Somebody corrected us, or you said something about him having 10 weeks.
Well, this will be his 10th if he wins. Undefeated, not consecutive. We could, split hairs about that. But, showing up every week after week without a break, something to be said about that. But going undefeated, as long as Mike has, there's something to be said about that. I don't think nobody's made it as far as Mike has. So.
Oh, no, I agree. He's held on to his seats most consecutive win, or not consecutive,
but
most
wins in a row, or
yeah.
undefeated. He's been undefeated nine
that's
times.
The best way to say
nine times in a row. So it's an amazing streak. Also, what's interesting about this match, I think this is the highest rated Jesters match we've ever had. They're both 495, which is. And probably both 500 players, actually, in my opinion. 500 and above.
Well, I tell you, you hit that break good. We did switch this table out. Did you know that?
No.
Friday night, we switched this with one of the other tables. We decided that the table we had here on 9 was not playing as good as we'd like it to for the TV match. So we are replacing all of the tables, but we couldn't quite get it right. So we switched those two tables out, and...
yeah, so I saw one of the
cloth was a little newer.
Alerts I got.
Main thing.
I saw you and Fong out there with the level. Is that what that was? You guys were figuring it out with the level?
Yep, trying to get it straightened away.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try not to be biased on this match because I play with TK every Tuesday usually. He comes over to my buddy Mike's house, Mike Flassing. He's out there probably watching.
Yeah, Mike's in here all the time. So he's going to choose to go with solids here.
Is there room between? Yeah, there's room for the one.
Yeah, the one ball, the 5 ball, that's kind of what he was trying to look at getting here. He's pretty thin here, so he should catch the edge of the 11. Well, he got straight into it. And ended up okay here. The 5 goes past the 1. Just don't want to bump it onto the...
Yeah, you kind of got to go clean.
12 there.
I mean, if you hit the 1, I don't know. It's either going to be a problem or it's not.
Yeah, the general rule, though, is if you don't have to move it, don't.
Yeah, don't rearrange the furniture.
Yeah. So now the 8 ball is really the issue that I think is most... interesting because it only's got one pocket and it's going past over by the 1 there.
Well, and getting on the 6, he's got to come kind of pro side on it, or he's got to play a combination, which he's...
Well, this won't be bad either. He can shoot this, kind of bounce out, knock the 12 out of the way there, and come back off of that ball for the 6 in the left-hand corner. Kind of, you know what I mean? It's like a draw and then a kiss off the 12 to slide down table towards the 9 a bit.
All right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I keep confused because it's the pink ball. I'm like 12 ball. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it's
the pink ball
the TV
up there.
Ball.
Mm-hmm.
See how he hits it.
Just like that. He just hit it a little bit too hard, but you saw the line it took, right?
Yep.
So caroming off that ball. He does have a shot. It's kind of a back cut here.
Or would you back bank this? Yeah, he's back banking.
I think I would cut it unless I was really concerned about it scratching off the 12.
Really have to thin that for that cut. Ooh. And didn't have much on the 8, though.
Well, I can tell you, I can't see too many scenarios where TK isn't going to run this rack.
No, TK gets out of this rack probably 9 out of 10 times here. Wide
He's
open
got
table.
A little bit of trouble here, but he's going to play a smart shot here. He's kind of two-way.
Ooh,
I don't know if he would have wanted to play it that far, but look at it. He's going to put that 11 right in the way of the...
I mean, he put it on the rail, but I think he was trying to hide it behind the 10 a little bit.
Well, and like I said, I think Mike's advantage here is there's no nerves for him.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
TK is going to come into this a little bit nervous naturally, I think, as everybody does.
Yeah. What is he doing with the 6? Is he banking or cutting? He's cutting on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all the way up, maybe, but...
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right, all the way up.
Well, TK can't seem to get that 10 ball out of trouble here. Still got some work to do on it.
He's pretty good at figuring that out, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, he only has probably the 11 ball after this to work something out with it. Oh, no, he did it right away.
Perfect shot.
Look at that. Yeah, he figures it out quick. That's what I like about watching TK play. I've learned a lot from watching him play, actually.
TK is probably one of our stronger players when it comes to the, like I know he did really well at state. And when it comes to any of the 550 and below, he plays very well.
Yeah, we just had our 499 and under tournament. Mark Bell and Fong ran that. A lot of people were banking on TK to take it home. I was one of them. And he had to pay quite a bit to buy himself on that one.
Yeah. How did he end out, do you know? He didn't do so good, I don't think, right? Not as good as everybody anticipated.
Well, I think he went like 10, 11, in the 6th. He made it halfway through the bracket, I know that. He didn't do horrible. He did pretty good. But there were some great players in that match. Ooh.
Well, it was a good miss.
Yeah, 6 ball is going to be in trouble here. So, now TK's got advantage here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be thinking strategy. So what can Mike do here? What's your thought process here? To try and
For me, I'd try and make it first if I didn't see a ball to make it with. I think,
could you
if you thin it thin enough that you push up onto the rail, the cue ball, off of the very edge of that 6, it's possible to hold him behind that ball. But it's tough no matter what. Yeah, that's not going to be it. Well, this first one has been rocky. We got a slow start going, but these guys are going to pick it up. I've seen TK catch fire, and I've seen Mike catch fire. So once these guys get a little bit comfortable, I think you're going to be on for a pretty aggressive match.
And what are you using for the money ball here? The 11 or the 9? 11. Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to worry about the 6. I wouldn't shoot this in this order. I would probably shoot the 9 first, to be honest with you. I just don't like coming into this 6 here.
Yeah, because you want to be above the 11 on the top side of the table, I think, and the 6 can get in the way of that right here. Unless you draw. Oh,
now you gave him a point, too. You don't want to do that. Oh, wait, that's league.
Well, he's kind of on the funny side here. Now he's got to put a little bit of a stroke.
Okay. I think he can just tap this in, truthfully. I think it holds good enough if you just tap this ball. You think you shoot with him more, so you think he's going to crank it around?
I mean, I think see, that's the problem I was seeing. Like, it goes right there in a funny spot. Had that weird tangent line where you're going right into the 8.
Hit it twice as hard as he needed to. If he would have slowed down on the line,
or
short of the line instead of long of it.
Yeah, so it was able to, you were able to hold it, like you were saying. But yeah, he does tend to hit it a little bit harder. Where's he calling it?
Calling it down in the corner, bottom right.
Ooh.
How'd he hit it?
No. Oh, my God.
How'd he hit it? Nice shot there.
I really didn't see it going in. I mean, it wiped its feet, but it went in. Wow.
Great end of the first game here.
Well, that is
definitely We'll definitely go back, take a look at that real quick.
Yeah, so like you were saying earlier, I think this is going to be Mike's toughest match he's had here on the stream.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got in trouble there and he didn't give up. He pulled one out of his hat and put her down. What a great shot.
Like a 5-rail bank shot right there.
And, of course, I was representing Mad Apple very well. TK's got his Mad Apple shirt on there.
Oh, yeah. I've had this one now for probably a year and a half. So, got quite a turnout for the 8-ball mini today.
Holy cow, 37 players. 37 players, yeah. You heard me right.
So, me bringing my brother-in-law, I thought 36 was the max.
Well, who are you going to tell can't play?
Well, I brought my brother-in-law, so maybe he got slid under the table in there. Wow, 36. There'll be some payouts in this tournament, I guess.
It's kind of a cluster here. Even the ones that are broke out up here on top are not in a great position to do much with.
Yeah, the break in the middle there. 7, 8, 12. It's all a cluster. I think solids maybe? I don't know. It's horse apiece here. There's no good starting ball with the stripes.
He's going to cram right into these right. Oh, maybe not. Safety.
Does that 6 go by the 3 or no?
I don't think it goes past the 3, but I don't think it matters because I think he's going to move it right here. I think he's just going to roll up and try and freeze him here on this 5. Yeah, he didn't quite get it. He would have liked to snick him behind the edge of the 5 for the 11.
And I think TK's got the 11. But still in trouble with the 15 and the 12. It's going to be tied up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think the bank shot is probably the shot here. It's going to push him down table, get him away from this, and possibly block a pocket if...
Big pocket. Had help with the 3 ball there. Did not go.
Well, this is ideal here. I mean, Mike should be shooting this 1 ball all day long and then breaking into the 7, 8. The only risk there is you're going to put the 6 ball in trouble. Or you're going to use that 3 to knock the 11 out to open up that pocket. But right here, I think I'd be shooting the 1. He looks like he's shooting the 3.
Yeah, I like the 1 ball shot. Thing I'd be worried about. Oh, we missed it. Once you come off the 1 going into that traffic.
Oh, he got away with that one.
Is the cue ball kind of like sticking and freezing?
Right.
Yeah,
the only thing TK sees here, I think, is a 12 back cut down here in the corner. I think that's all he's got.
Tough shot.
You don't see anything else, do you?
No.
I mean, other than offensively, obviously, there's a whole bunch of defensive shots he could do.
Yeah, he's taking that 12. That's a tough shot here. Really got to thin it.
Oh, boy. Got lucky he didn't make the 8 there. A little thinner cut, and that 8 was in the pocket.
So now it's opened up a little more here for Mike.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. Make sure you're out there sharing the stream. We really appreciate it. Facebook has been a pain in the butt for us. For some reason, they've been blocking us every time we go live. So we're trying to figure that one out. Can't figure out what we're doing wrong. But we'll see.
Five has a little bit of an issue here. Or no, it goes in the corner, though.
I mean, they don't have a problem with poker tournaments, do they? On Facebook? They run those on. Because the thought had come up that they maybe view this as gambling, which it's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right.
Well,
I mean, we don't know what else we would get banned for, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're playing for...
I'm not swearing.
Yeah.
I told one bad joke. Oh, it wasn't that.
Well, MH tells a lot of bad jokes.
That's true.
Just kidding, MH, if you're out there listening. I love your jokes.
Not. He means it. That's what makes them so good, is because they're so bad. They're dad jokes.
It's his wittiness, I guess. He times them right. Going for a 3-ball here. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. That
Gets the heart pumping a bit.
That was twice this match with the 8-ball.
Another good leave, though. Keeps leaving TK absolutely nothing to shoot at.
TK is really good at doing that too, and I noticed watching Mike play 10 weeks, he's really good at doing it. Every time he takes a shot, 90% of the time there's like a two-way shot in there. If you miss, you leave your opponent. Ooh, it's gonna be ball in hand. Yeah, he didn't hit that one right. But yeah, TK is really good at those two-way shots. But there's nothing here for the 6-ball. What is he doing here? He's gonna go past the 8 with it. There's some room.
Can't believe you don't use your armrests at all. They're so comfy.
Didn't know we had them.
Yeah, we just put those up to get in and out.
Yeah, these are new chairs. I've only sat them once now, I think.
Oh, they're much
Nice.
more comfy.
Oh, yeah. So he kind of locked himself a little bit. He's got the 7-ball here. I know what he's thinking about.
Well, getting to the 5 is a little bit tough. I mean,
Yeah, he's got to get right position on the 3 to get to the 5. This could be a little tricky here.
realistically, he would love to be able to get onto that 5. Well, you can't. I mean, it is a little bit of a pattern issue here.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's no
He
home.
said to heck with it. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah, there's no home for the 5 unless you got to get the 3 down first.
TK's got the trouble of the 15 ball, which he's got the 11 down table. He's got the 9 if he wanted. Maybe a little bit of trouble with this 12-14 down here. You got to get right.
Yeah, I think the 15 ball is going to be the tough one here. Get the 3 and the 8 blocking.
And you hate to have to take this 9 ball here, honestly.
I wonder if he's going to try to take the 11 off of the 3 at some point, just to kind of get it out of the way.
Well, that's not a bad angle here either. Well, maybe not enough. He'd have to come off 2 rails to get at that 15 from this point.
Yeah, he takes the 13, but I bet you he tries to take this 11 off the 3 at some point. Ooh.
That might have been what that effort was, honestly. He hit
Yeah.
that pretty solid into the rail.
Yeah.
So I think he was trying to clip it and just move it over enough. Mike's still got the same problem with that 5 ball. That hasn't gone away. It's because of the positioning, the 3 and the 8 that make that 5 so difficult to get onto.
Yeah, so I think TK has the advantage right now on the table, unless Mike can figure something out here.
You almost want to bank this ball by the 3.
Yeah, I mean, if he cuts it in the corner, is he going to run into the 12 there if he cuts it? Or would he be able to get past it to get on the
No,
3?
he'd run into,
Run into it?
I don't know about the 12, the 14 maybe.
Yeah, 14, yeah.
Well, the 12 maybe off the back rail,
Yeah, I mean, just
depending on how he hits this.
he's banking it, I think,
Yeah,
like you said.
bank and draw, that's what he should be doing. And that's what he did. Hit it
Good
perfect.
shot. Look at that. Now he can play the combo, maybe.
Unless he
Oh.
freezes tight. My
God.
goodness.
That was a bad roll. That was a bad roll. No reward.
I mean, truthfully, good bank, good execution. Came around the line pretty nice. He maybe, if anything, hit it just a touch harder than he should have. But how do you judge him for that?
Yeah, I mean, he could have went an inch farther or an inch shorter, and he would have been fine. Yeah, he hit that clean.
Yeah, just rolled a bit too far. And ended up dead tight on that 15 ball. So now he's kicking, I would guess.
Yeah, kicking and over a ball, so never a fun shot here. But got a good hit.
The bright thing for him is he got the 5 out of the danger it was in.
Yeah. And still taking away almost 2 pockets for TK. I mean, the 15's in a little bit of trouble.
The nice thing now, though, is the 13. You can come across and shoot that 15 into one of these lower corners here.
Yeah, and I think the 15 might go past the 8, and if not, you could probably hit it off the rail into the 8. So roll that.
Oh, see, MH is listening. Good thing you apologize for calling his jokes bad.
Never. I never call it. I love MH's jokes.
Uh-huh.
MH Patin Pingles.
The entry fee for this tournament, racks accoutrements. Oh, look at that. Safety. Good choice. The entry fee for the Jesters is $150 per player in this 2-person tournament. Facebook.
It's not gambling.
Right. It's a tournament entry. I can't imagine that's it, though.
You know, there is a weird. I don't know what it is, but you know what bar dice is, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's like a technicality that they have that you can have bar dice here in Wisconsin because it's not gambling, and I don't know what the technicality is.
Well, all of that stuff is based on a technicality.
Yeah, it's like how you view it.
Mike setting up for the 2-rail kick combo, I think.
This is a
No, cue ball, Mike. Oh,
this
scared me for a second. I thought he was going to shoot with the 3-ball.
You're saying 2-rail kick? Okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Wow, this would be an awesome shot. Oh,
Look at that,
my.
though.
Ah.
Well, that was a heck of a hit. So now he did the one thing he didn't want to do, and that's give TK ball in hand, because now TK is going to address that 15 immediately.
Yep.
Didn't even hesitate more than a half a second of pulling it out of the out of the drink, and he had it set up for the 15 ball.
Yeah, he got the result he wanted.
So I think you're going to see 15 to the 11, and then come down here, clear these 2 balls on the end, back up for the 13. Up by the 3 to the 8. So the 13 is going to be his.
Stopped it.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Side pocket here. So 15 in the side, or 11 in the side, sorry.
So you use the 12 ball as the last ball?
Nope. The 13, which is up there over by the 3. So he's going to go 14, 12, 13, 8.
See, I'd be scared using that 13 ball as my last ball. I'd find a way to mess that up. Somehow, some
I
way.
can tell by TK's expression he ain't scared.
No. He's doing exactly what you said. I mean,
see, and that's the right thing. See how he's got that little bit of angle? If you get too straight, I'm not saying it's difficult, but it gets you into the trouble spot that you're talking about.
yeah, like, the 5 blocking you somehow. I mean, that's the only thing that could block you, and that's what I'd be worried about.
So now it's just, you can go 2 ways. You can float forward here and try and go up by the 3 ball if you're worried that your draw is not going to cut it. Or you just draw out of it, which is, I think, the choice that TK is going to make. Uh-oh.
Oh, he jarred it. So Mike's got to be happy to get back to this table.
But you called it right.
I think he played it right. I mean, that was, like you're saying, that was the right way to play it. He just jawed that shot. But not an easy out here, though, for Mike. I mean, unless he maybe plays this combo. But if you take the 3, how you get... I mean, you got to come back up and down, maybe? I mean, he's got to put a stroke on it if he's hitting the 3.
I think you can just draw around.
You could draw it past, like, between the rail and the 5?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, that's a high-level shot right there. I don't think I could not do that. I think Mike might
The
be able
biggest
to.
term that I'll ever tell you when you're trying to do stuff like that is it's rotation, not power. He's shooting the combination.
And that's, I mean, this is a shot I would shoot because it's, my skill level.
TK's got this ball off the rail, off the 3, or banking it. Considering that 8-ball bank he made earlier, I wouldn't be surprised to see him bank this shot.
Yeah, this is almost a straight on bank here. But, if he does go off the rail, like you're saying, off the 3, he'll be blocking a pocket, which I like. And pushing that 3 and keeping it on
That's
the top
definitely
rail.
what he's looking at. You can see he just eyed it up. So let's see
Yeah.
how he hits it here. Draw into this a little bit.
And even if he misses a shot, it's a good defensive shot.
How about he just
Oh,
plugs it straight in and
three's
get hooked behind the 3?
3's getting in the way. Unbelievable. That's crazy.
Well, TK is a very good kicker. I've seen him do it many times, so I wouldn't put this out of the realm of possible. Oh,
Well, he's got
think
some room.
he can see it?
Or he's going off the rail first, maybe. If he
One of
can't.
the two.
Off the rail.
Off the rail and
Yeah.
puts it down for 2-0.
Well, he shaked the nerves out. I mean, 2
Heck.
games in a row, taking the starting 2. Not an easy feat. And we are racing to 7, 8-ball. So, see if Mike can get back in it here. And Mike, he comes all the way from Rockford every week. So,
What about TK there? TK is actually from Appleton, right?
yeah, he's local here.
44. So he's a little older than Mike. What's Mike? 35?
35. Wait,
Hmm.
TK is only 44?
What do you mean only?
TK, you look older than 44.
He does not. You think he does?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's going to love you for that one.
Yes, he is.
TK, just for the record, I do not think you look older than 44.
Kendall's being nice.
Well, let's see him put a little stank on this one. Last break was a little lackluster. I know he breaks better than that. So, therefore, we had a pretty long game out of that one. There we go.
They opened up there and dropped the ball.
Kind of tied up that 11-2 over there on the side
Yes.
area.
It was a little bunched up over there, but still pretty spread.
Take a look at the P shower overhead cam.
Like stripes here, minus the 11 ball.
Oh, yeah, you can't even take stripes based on the 11 ball, honestly, unless you don't have a shot at solids.
Well, he's got the 1 ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't take stripes here. I don't know how he's ever going to get on that.
11.
I mean, coming off the 10 maybe, but
Yeah, it's
brutally tough.
not going to be easy.
You better go down table right now for the 10 ball and get ready to try and come back up table and break the 11 immediately. Otherwise, there's no way out this rack. It would have ended up perfect if that ball would have dropped.
Yeah, well, Mike's a little tied up here. I mean,
Yeah,
all
with
the
the
balls on
12.
the side, yeah.
12 messed it up.
And that's what he's looking at right now. I wonder if he just pushes a 3 into it. Because he knows TK's got that 11 ball problem. And he could fix that problem right now by kind of pushing
Yeah, I
that
think
12.
that's probably what he's doing here.
And this is like the chess of pool right here trying to figure it out. Yeah. Didn't go.
Well, TK's got a very good opportunity here, even though it's kind of a mess. That 6 is sitting in a nice spot. It's got a good angle to try and get on the 6 correctly. Could shoot the 3 or the 1, depending on the angle you're trying to get for the 6. Oh, what am I talking about?
He stripes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was trying to-
Opposite way.
I'm
It's
trying
my
to think.
bad.
I'm like, what is? What's going
Sorry,
on?
guys.
So locked him up pretty good there. Not much for Mike. Yeah, I mean, what do you do with solids here? You got to get that 12 ball out of the way.
Was he going to go for this here right now? 6 on the side? No.
He's trying to get that 12. He got the 12 ball out of the way, so he fixed that problem. And TK still has to deal with the 11, and that's why he did that.
He's got a little bigger window on the 11 from the top side now, though.
Yeah, but what do you do with it?
Opens up at least options for safeties or leaving people on balls.
Yeah, it's I never think about the safety. Big hole in my game there.
Yeah, both players playing very cautiously right now.
Can he work with the 6-5 maybe? He's probably just got to take the 7 here.
Yeah, 7. I mean, right here you roll up 7 ball. You got either the 3 or the 1 in the side pocket. 6. The 2 is open.
Yeah.
And this is technically a very open table. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, I thought he was going to slow roll that one a little to get on the 1. Like
Oh, so he goes straight to the 6 now. This one, I think you'll see him slow roll to the side pocket.
And I don't think the 5 can get past the 2. So that's kind of
right.
The 2 goes down though. Like if he
Correct.
slow rolls, he could get on the 2, which would be nice.
5, however, I think might go past the 11 down here in the corner. Very possible.
Yeah, that goes. I think that goes. And he's shooting the 3 here. I don't know. Why not go after the 6 on that?
I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. He actually left TK the perfect break shot that he needs for the 11 with the hanging 13. So TK should be shooting this 15 ball right now, running into the 11 or the 5-2, one of the two.
And to do that, do you got to hit pretty high on the ball, or would you just hit middle?
It's always hard for me to tell from the camera angle, but to me it looks like center ball from here.
Yeah, he's going really high here.
He didn't end up having to push it forward.
And got it. Got the breakout, like you said. And now that 11 is in a really weird
not
spot.
A great spot. Yeah, it's still not terrific.
It's like right in that spot where you just don't have enough rail to like get in between it almost. But it's there. You can make it. It's just tough.
I think I would be trying to bump this 11 yet right now.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to get any better than you are right now on the 11? Probably not. And
You get away with that? I think you might have got away with that. At least leaving Mike extremely tough on his next shot.
I think he might have the 4 ball. No, he doesn't.
The 2? Oh.
No, I was looking at the 4. Like, could he get by the 6? He just played a safety, so that's a nice shot.
Well, the disadvantage here is TK is absolutely going to move his 11 off the rail. So Mike's going to lose that advantage after this shot. It's just whether or not TK can position him in a spot where he...
Yeah, I mean, where can you get the cue ball right now where Mike doesn't have a shot? That's the trick.
Center diamond on the top of the table.
Center diamond, top of the table, okay.
I'm not telling you he doesn't have a shot. I'm telling you he's got a very tough long shot.
Yeah. And that's kind of like a lifesaver shot. Leave it on a rail. Leave it tough. And he's kicking. What is he kicking for here?
Maybe he can't see it. Yeah, I think I would have been playing the 11 just to get it out of there. If you're going to get another shot at the table, you don't want to have it with that 11 sitting where it was.
Yeah, I think you were right though. I don't think he could see it. That's why he did that. I think he was just on the other side of the 6 where he couldn't get into it.
I'll buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Like, why not just hit the 11? But I think you were right. He was kind of just hooked a little bit.
We could just sit here and talk about the wrong shots. The wrong shot right now would be the 5 off the 11 in the side.
Yeah, you don't want to move the 11. Leave that there. But, I mean, here's, strategy, like wide open table. Where do you like to start?
That was good. I think getting that 6 out of there was crucial. And patterns are all about picking things that, like, you find little patterns within the patterns. You know what I mean? Like, if you can shoot 2 balls off to get to the same spot you needed to be for that trouble shot that you had, just by stopping the ball or something.
Yeah.
And that happens. You just get rid of those 2. Even though you're trying to get that 1 ball out of there, if you're not moving the cue ball too far and you'll still be able to get back there, you always play it that way.
Okay, he's a cushion there a little bit. But yeah, I always hear work top to bottom, bottom to top, or sometimes take the center away, because if
Yeah.
you work the center out, then you got nothing blocking.
The center is definitely the harder balls. Everybody assumes if it's in the middle of the table that it's a good thing. You'll get in trouble more on those balls in the middle of the table than you will on the ones on the skirts,
Yeah.
unless they're in trouble. Unless they're just inherently in trouble like the 11.
I think Mike is pretty good to get out here. And he doesn't want to go down 3 in a race to 7 against TK. I'll tell you that right now. Don't give TK the steam here.
That's not where he wanted to be, but it's going to work out for him. He's going to just...
Yeah. Nice angle to get on the 4 and slow roll, and he'll be on the 8. Yeah, he's out here, I think. Oh, he's going top here, though.
Yeah, he's going to push forward to the... yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he used a rail really nice there. I like that shot. And then the only trouble you get here is like if you get the cue on the rail, really. You don't want to be on the rail. Try and come off of it. Ooh. That is not a miss you will see Mike make very often.
TK is still having to work out the 11 ball here, so I think you're trying to get, at this point, you're trying to get to the high side of the 11, like down towards the 4 ball, shooting it past the pocket, which you normally don't want to do.
Yeah.
But I think there's enough room off that rail that he's okay doing that. So he's going to leave an angle here for the 10.
Wow, and he missed that. Wow. They both missed. So Mike's got a perfect angle here to get right on the 8 in the opposite corner. But yeah, I mean, that 11 ball was going to give TK a little bit of a problem either way.
This isn't dead easy either to get back to the 8 here.
Just the speed is, and he
Good
played
shot.
it. Yeah, he played it well. That could be a hard shot to play with speed on these tables. You really got to hit it right. Wiped its feet a little bit. And 2-1.
Well, I'll tell you, big missed opportunity there for TK. Going up 3-1 there, he definitely had a chance to do that. He's just a little too concerned about that 11, I think. And how can't you be? It's been your thought the entire game.
Yeah.
You
It was
know,
just in a weird spot. And, like you said, like shooting a ball past a pocket, you never want to do that. But on that shot, it's like you don't have much of a choice, really.
well, and I'll go back to what I said at the beginning of that rack, right after the break, is I would pick solids just based on that 11 ball in its position.
Yeah.
And it had a huge effect in that entire game, truthfully.
All right, so Mike's second break. I think he had the opening break.
It's a good solid break. Cue ball's not in the best spot, but
And so for all our viewers out there, if you could help us out with Facebook being down, if you could help share that link on Facebook, help us out a little bit. Appreciate it.
yeah, just share and like still. I mean, I realize that some of that stuff isn't set up to show up on screen right now, but all right, what do we got for trouble here? 6 ball is the protector up there for stripes, but I think all but the 11 go past. That darn 11 ball, I'll tell you, we just don't know what to think about it. Mike's going to take this 4 ball on the side right away.
Yeah, solids look pretty good. I mean, yeah, once you get rid of that 6, everything's in the open here. Everything has a home. The problem is once you get rid of all the solids, the stripes look really good. And looky. He's on the 6.
You think he is?
Ooh, no.
I don't think he quite got there.
I thought he was going to roll past the 10 a little bit to get on it. he used the spin right. I mean, he spun it off the rail, and that's knowing how the cue ball comes off the rail. It'd have been a really nice shot if he just
Carry
floated
him
up.
off the 1, carry him off the 11, 6 in the corner. It's dead.
Oh, easy shot.
No, but he is going to be cutting the 1 to the left side, so let's keep an eye on the 6, see if my shot goes. Because it's pretty close to the same area you're going to be shooting.
Well,
So
yeah.
he's shooting the 1 to the left here.
Yeah, if he does cut the 1. I see it going into the 11. I think that'll push the 6 up maybe. We'll see.
Edge of the 11.
Edge? Okay. Oh, my
Look at
God.
that 6 ball. There's my shot.
You,
I told you it was there.
you called that shot.
I told you it was there.
Hit
I
replay
think
on
we
that.
should replay that.
Hey, Mike, when you rewatch this, Kendall called your shot for you. Just, oh, my God. That is
Have a little vision next time, would you?
Yeah, my God, that has got to be the call. I've been watching this stream for 2 years. That is the best call I've ever seen.
Let's see.
Carry him off 2 balls, off the rail, into the corner, no problem.
Is it Ferrum? Ferrum Nelson? Just
My
got here. Let's
God.
go, Mike. Mike needs a little rooting. He's a couple, or a game behind here.
I think Kendall's a time traveler. Somehow you went into the future there. Well, he doesn't have a good starting shot here. He's got the 10 ball. He's got some work to do. Got to start by taking this 10 down. He was banking that.
Well, I think he was playing safe, and without the kick, he was doing pretty good at it.
Oh, God.
Was unlucky.
And it goes in. Yeah.
Here, while he takes a second here, here's a 6 in the corner off the carom on the 1.
Yeah. Come on. It's so sick. I don't even know how you called that. It had the right line, and I guess you saw it. I thought it was going to hit the other side. You saw it hitting the
Edge,
the edge.
Well, it would have been even less of it, too. It would have probably went cleaner if he would have made the 1, because it would have been thinner.
So where he's starting with the 3 ball here.
Yeah, to tap the 8 out of direction there. He wants to get the 8 out of the area.
Yeah, because the only way you could get on the 8 really would be with the 7, and even then, the
Still
12.
tight. You roll a little too far, huh?
Yeah.
I like the first shot he set up. I like shooting the 3, bumping that 8, shooting the 1 after that.
Yeah. I like the 3, but I was originally thinking what he's playing now, like kind of roll up on the 3, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't like it.
Well,
like that
he's
3
playing the
busting the
pattern
8.
for the 8 in the side, I think, or the 8 in the corner. The 8 does come up here in the corner, right where he's standing. So that's the other possibility, is just play the pattern. So he's going to slide over for the 1, try and get as straight as he can.
Yeah.
Stop on the 1, stop on the 3,
And
8 in the corner.
Okay. Or, like you said, 8 goes in the side, too.
Also, yep.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a backup. And
2 also even.
oh, he's kind of, he can even come off the rail now to help him.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be, he wants to be back, if anything. That's pretty good.
Yeah, now he could just, he's got the 8 in the corner or the side here. So, and that's, I was liking the 7, but then when you kind of brought that up, I was like, I like starting with the 3.
Yep, playing to the corner, you decided?
Little bit of a back cut, kind of, here. Not an easy shot. It's not a give me.
Taking a second to look, because he did roll a little further than he probably wanted to. What a shot.
And here we go. 2-2. It is a match. I was looking really forward to this match. TK and Mike playing. It's pretty cool.
Take another look at that shot.
Hit that nice
Very
speed.
sharp.
I like the speed on that.
What do you think of the transition there? It's just perfect, right?
Oh,
Halfway down the table and then faded to the other view.
You're better than me at it, that's for sure. I got this thing like when I'm sitting in your seat, I'll like leave it here and I get
You're
so
watching the game. Yeah.
I'm just so zoned into it, and like Chris will nudge me or somebody will be like, "Hey, change the view." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Paper
Change it.
says, "What a shot on that 8." I agree. Bravo.
How about some props on that call that Kendall got? Anybody? I mean, I'm still like in awe about
I
that.
erased it.
Oh, you did. Rewind about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just that was pretty cool. Nice break.
Yeah, real nice.
Solid goes in or stripe in the side.
2-2. Let's take a look at the overhead view from Erickson Auto Trim, one of our newest sponsors. If you burn a hole in your seat or sit down with a screwdriver in your pocket, or if you just want leather interior, they do leather interiors in cars too.
Okay.
They're amazing at what they do. I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor.
Erickson Auto Trim.
Yeah, they're right out of Menasha. So.
Just down the street from my place.
Yeah. Yep. Right. Airport Road, I think, is where they are. Looks like he's overcutting this to me.
Nope.
Oh, dead in the middle of the hole.
I like taking solids though. Solids look really nice. 7 ball could be a little tricky. I mean, it's only got one spot right now. Nice follow through on that stroke. I really liked it. The
Came out
stroke
nice
there.
on the 7. He's gaining a little confidence, you know. It started off, TK was on fire.
Yeah, in that second game, I mean, it was a battle. It was like a little chess match, you know. And so was the first game that Mike took, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, those were 2 games that were they weren't quick games, and it was a little bit of a chess match.
Got K-Dub asking me, what's the weekly tournament schedule at the Mad Apple? 9-ball, 8-ball, etc. So today is Sunday, and 1 p.m. we have our 8-ball. And that's the tiered entry, correct?
So yeah, everybody pays based off, you know, what their Fargo is. I think it's $4.99 and under is $10, $15 for $5.99 and under, and $20 for $600 and above.
Yeah, so that's Sunday, and then Mondays is our 9-ball tournament. Do we do them all that way now?
Yeah, well, as far as I know, yes.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and that starts at 7 p.m., and then Friday night is our 10-ball tournament. And like I said, we had 37 players today.
Which is huge during summertime. I mean,
Dave, you're right. It is on Valley Road.
Yeah, summertime, I mean, you're hitting 20 to 30 players, but 37 for a mini, that's no longer a mini to me. And that's like a tournament, you know.
Right. You can be proud of winning that one, I think.
Yeah, and a shout out to Fong. I mean, he does an awesome job running these tournaments. And Adam, I think he comes in sometimes and runs the 9 and the 10 ball.
Yep.
You know, do a really good job running them.
TK Sekaluzin here. He's ready to take this on.
Yeah. Do you see a problem with the 15 and 12 or no?
Not too bad. Well, depends. From there, yep, it's going to be a problem.
So I'll tell you what I like about the tournaments now, how they used to be ran. It used to be handicapped, which is, it's decent and everyone's got their preference. But what I like about being tiered is you draw the better players and you get to play the better players.
I'll tell you, that could have been way worse for him.
Yeah, this made it tough for Mike here.
And that is the advantage, I think, to the way that the tournaments are run, is you do get to challenge your game. I mean, that's what it's about. It's a inexpensive experience that you're gaining, which is what makes us all better players.
Well, yeah, and I mean, if you want to get better at the game, you have to enjoy, to me, playing those players. Even though you're paying money, and people could say, well, why am I going to get in a tournament if I know I'm going to lose? I'm playing some better players. Well, you're gaining so much by playing those players. You know, you're learning, which I enjoy. Mm, 13, does that go by the 6?
I think so.
And it does go up in the corner or down in the corner. And wow, he jawed that. Wow. So that's 2 really weird misses by TK I've seen today.
Got to attribute it to the streaming nerves.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you're playing TK in a tournament, or he's never missing that shot. I don't,
Yeah, right.
you know,
I would agree with you. I was always amazed by his consistency.
very consistent.
So, guys, just another mention about our sponsors. So, if you do happen to use any of these sponsors, make sure you mention to them how you knew about it. You know, oh my, yikes! That's one that's not going to happen very often. Mike just completely airballed that.
And ball in hand for TK. And you got to be thinking about doing something with the 12 here. Can't like where that's sitting.
Even if you already used one of our sponsors, lie to them and tell them the only reason you came is because they sponsored the stream. Oh, no, never heard of you till them.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Well, that's a new one. The Ericsson Auto Trim.
Yeah, that one's
They're-
brand new. Yep.
They're new. And what about what's the one in the upper left corner there?
Oh, that's Cutthroat Q Sports. They're pretty new also.
Cutthroat Q Sports.
Yeah, he does a bunch of like $25, $20, $30 T-shirts and apparel type
Okay.
stuff for like pool apparel. Go check him out. That's Brad. Ericsson Auto is Jack. I know all these guys. Matt Laketa, Popolak. No pool players ever lock their keys in their car though, so.
I'd say something, but I don't want to get us kicked
Or
off
lost
YouTube.
their key and needed one cut. He does all that stuff, electronic stuff too. You know, all the programming. So you know how a lot of those locksmiths, they come out to open up your car and they pull out that metal thing that they jam down in the.
Yeah, the shim.
Yeah,
Not
He's-
that I know what that is, but
he's got a wed or a key set basically for each car. So he just goes and picks the lock and opens it in like 2 seconds. Crazy good.
TK got a nice little shot here on the 8. Yeah, last time actually, my brother locked his keys in the car. We had to call somebody, and they did something different that I never saw. You know that thing they do to take your blood pressure? They put that wrap around your arm, they blow
Yeah.
it up.
The cuff, yeah.
Yeah, well, they put that in the window, and they pump it up, and they jar the window open now.
Oh yeah,
They s-
something like that. Yep.
Yeah, they separate the window, and I was
He
like,
doesn't like that either.
yeah, I mean, you do it too much, you probably break the window. But I was like, wow, that was really clever. Get about an inch gap in there, and then you just hit the
Lock
unlock.
button, yeah.
Yeah,
Just tells you how easy a crook can break in for you too.
yeah. Well, back in the day, you probably couldn't do that because you had they only had the manual lock and unlock. You had to pull the thing up with a coat hanger.
Yeah. I've made many loops on a coat hanger before. Or you'd have to grab onto the handle and actually pull the handle.
Yep, yeah, that one too.
But I promise, if you call Popolak, he won't do any of that stuff. He just gently goes down, twiddles around in that lock for about 3 seconds, and he's got her wide open for you. So
Does he do like key making stuff as well?
all
Like-
of it, yeah.
yeah, okay.
On site also.
Yeah.
He's all over too. He's all over the state pretty much.
Oh wow, so he's traveling.
Yeah, he owns quite a few little shops. So
Oh, so it's like a franchise on.
well,
yeah.
and it's one
Okay.
guy that's just kind of. But he's a real hard-working guy and has built a really good, reputable company. So
So look at TK's break here. He's really high up. Never noticed that. I always get my cue really flat
yeah,
on the break. He's almost like jacked up a little bit there. Everything's on the top of the table here. Stripes look good if you can get on the 14 right.
yeah. The 12 is more of an issue than the 14.
Yeah.
9, kind of.
Yeah, nothing really looks promising here.
If that 4 went, I think I'd be tempted to take solids. I don't know. You think that 14 goes past? He must
No,
if he went that way at it.
there's no
Oh,
way.
no, he called safe.
Yeah, there's,
Just waved his arm. He's going to just bump this. And that's good because he's going to take care of that 12. Well, he took care of it all right, I guess. Whoops.
And put them both in trouble. But
Yeah.
I saw what he was trying to do there. I mean, and really, I thought he was trying to leave it right behind the 5. He got on the other side of it. So he leaves a shot here for TK.
Yeah, they call that a shot to nowhere.
Yeah.
There's not, not much positive happening here.
Well, I mean, he's got a shot on the 5. He get to the 1 and bust out the 4.
Push the 4 into the 7.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's got to cut a lot more than I thought. So, he's still on the 1, and now he can. If he's got to roll really hard here. Can you even hit the 4 here? Yep, he does.
That might be enough, at least for the 4. So now you just roll up with the 3 ball here a little, leave that angle there for the 4 to the corner, break into the 7.
So he has created an opportunity here.
Kind of just a stop shot here, I think.
He's going after the 4 now. No way.
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, he's got to take the 3. Yeah, you don't want to roll too far forward here. Otherwise, you lose the 4. You're right. You almost have to stop or maybe an inch
I don't
forward.
know if I like this choice, but we'll see. If it goes for him, it'll work.
But it's definitely going to push the 7
pretty
out.
tough shot.
Yeah.
You never cut it even.
Yeah, I don't know why he took that shot. And he blocked a pocket that is not going to be used here by Mike. So
Yeah. I mean, the 11 ball, if you're going to create an issue, it's 11 to the 8. If he decides to leave the 11 for the 8.
And does a 9 go past the 4? It looks like it does. Kind of a small pocket.
Yeah, I think you're stopping this. You don't want to go forward too far here, but I mean, I guess the 11 does go in that other corner, so.
Yeah, it goes past the 7 up in the corner. But yeah, the issue is you'll have to roll either high or just an inch. I mean, that could be tricky.
Yeah, right about where he's pointing. That's where he wants to get, is right about where the O is in Clarion. Up a little higher up than he wanted, but he's straight in on that 11.
Oh, yeah, I think you got to take the 11 now. Even though he probably was saving it for the last ball, but you got to take it now. So now what becomes the best ball here? The 10 to get on the 8?
It's going to have to be now because it's the only ball he's got. And I think the 8's going past that 4 ball, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I think that goes past. I mean, it's a little bit of a small pocket, but definitely think that goes by. So now would you have to draw it down table, or do you come off the rail here?
We got a bit straight on this, so he's got some choices to make here.
Yeah, you can come 2 rails, you could draw, you come 1 rail. Yeah. A few different ways to get down there to the 8.
None of them great.
Yeah, you got to hit them all just right.
Yeah, none of them are supernatural.
Yeah, he's drawing.
Forcing this ball a little bit.
Look at that.
Just right.
See if we can take another look at that shot. It's pretty nice.
Well, you hate back cutting into this ball like this. You know, you'd rather have that other angle going forward.
Yeah, especially with it being a small pocket. I mean, he's got to just come by the 4 here.
Well, that's why. I mean, normally I would take this angle over the other angle, back cutting right.
Yeah.
But when you're going past a ball like this, it is tough.
Yeah, it just messes with your head, and he hit it really nice.
Perfect.
Center pocket. Nice shot there by Mike.
Well, that was a good shot, but let's take a look at the shot that actually got him there. Oh, well, I must have missed it. We're going to watch his whiff ball on the 6. Ah, look at that. I must have missed the replay.
Oh, man. Yeah, he made a nice shot to get on the 8. So that ties things up at 3 apiece. Knew this was going to be a match. more than likely going to go hill.
Another guy in our sponsors, real quick, I'm going to give a shout out to is Tom Brown over at Brownie's Carpet Cleaning and Upholstery. Another guy that works his butt off and does an amazing job for every client he's got. I mean, anybody I've ever talked to that's had that man working, he's such a nice guy, and oh my God, he does such a great job, you know.
Does he do carpet cleaning?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Might be giving him a call here shortly.
Yeah, you should, because honestly, Tommy will take great care of you. And he's a super nice guy. I mean, I have personal relationships with a lot of these guys, and I honestly wouldn't even want them on our streams if I wouldn't send you to them.
Yeah,
because they're all reputable and great people to work with. So, all right, so solids are looking pretty amazing right now. I think the 5 ball, if you're going to pick an issue, would be the 5, but you can get to that off the 3 or any of these others, and it looks like he's taking stripes.
Yeah.
I like solids better here, but stripes are kind of open. 13.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, everything's got a home either way. But yeah, I like the solids here too. I mean, everything is wide open. You get the 15, 11, and 13 kind of bunched up, but...
What's up, Shark? Great action here. There definitely is. What's going on, Mr. Magger? Appreciate you finding us over here on YouTube. We're going to have to start doing more and more of that if Facebook keeps being kind of iffy. But it's all right. We like YouTube better anyways.
Yeah, you get a better stream on YouTube, actually.
Better everything. And they're not as... what words do you use? Controlling?
Conservative? Yeah, I don't know.
Controlling.
Controlling?
I would say controlling, because they do dictate to you that you can't do a lot of things.
The reason I like YouTube is because I'm playing pool in my basement. I can throw it up on the TV. So I got it nice and big on my TV. It's really
you
nice.
Can pause and rewind and all that other stuff. Let's see. Paper says, how are you guys liking the new cloth? I heard it's not Simonis on this new stream table. Nope. None of the tables right now have Simonis on them because of the shortage of Simonis cloth. I can get it in all kinds of colors, but I'm not going to go away from the blue.
Championship Tour Edition, right?
We have Tour Edition on there right now. I mean, if I'm being honest, I prefer Simonis. But if I had a second choice, it would definitely be the Tour Edition.
Yeah, and I actually just had it put on my table, the Tour Edition.
Yeah.
Because I play up here at the Apple. I'm like, well, I want to be as consistent as I can. You guys changed over, so I changed over.
Well, and what nice shot there by Mike. Didn't quite get the result he was looking for, but he hit it well.
Room to get in there between the 5?
Once it breaks in, it plays very similar. The thing that I'm not nice try. Thing I'm not a huge fan of, and I'll be honest, it's the only thing I don't really care for, is I think the weave is slightly got like higher ridges in it. So until it wears in, it follows some of those grooves in the cloth. So if you don't have it pulled dead straight,
oh, you got to pull it tight. Yeah,
it'll wander just a little. Well, not just tight. You have to pull it straight.
Yeah.
Because the lines in the cloth, if they go off track, it'll follow that.
And I noticed that when it was being installed.
Yep.
But after play, it kind of went away.
Yeah, correct. Yep. It does correct itself, but it definitely starts out in that kind of way.
Yeah, and you can see it, and I noticed that right away. And I was talking with MH about it, and he's like, "It'll go away after a few weeks with a lot of play." And now I don't notice it at all.
Yeah, I see it sometimes. Still.
Your game is far above mine, so.
Well, not if you watch me on Friday. It wasn't.
Well,
it was not very impressive on Friday.
Well, the thing watching you, I'll tell you what, the best pool I've seen was with you and Frog.
Yeah.
Oh my
good
God.
Matches.
You guys went, he went and then you went, and it was just like fireworks.
Yeah.
Like he went off and then you went off. And I like to talk about this because it's called mastery. When you become a master at something, and everybody, like, what is a master pool player? What is a master of anything? And it's when you can do something without thinking about it. It's natural. You get up and you do it instinctively.
Yeah.
And I saw you and Frog doing that. Like, I've never seen, not even pros do. You guys just went up and fired, and it was just like, you knew the whole layout of the table. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah, it was a fun match to play. I like playing people like that, and it reminds me of when I played a lot more than I do now.
Yeah.
And, I think I made a post congratulating Gray and saying congratulations to him for his great play, because he really did. He played almost perfect in our match on Friday. And the only comment that I made about me is I have to play a lot more if I expect to play consistently well, which is just true. It's just, this is a game of dedication and time.
Yeah, and I think Mason, your son, said it, that first rack that you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
set the tone because I
missed the tone for the whole match.
Missed the ball.
But then you guys went back and forth. He won 4, you won 4, he won 4, you won like 3. I mean, it was just going that way. But fun match to watch. I mean, all the matches here, especially when you're watching King of the Hill. I love watching all the matches. But yeah, so he's going to be playing Frog next week, which he's won 3 now.
Yeah, that should be a fan favorite right there, honestly. Yeah. They're both really exciting players, and I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, what I like about watching Frog is it always takes him a few games to get going. You're watching him play, and you're like, wait, who's this guy, Frog? And then all of a sudden, then his fireworks, he starts going. So, back to the match. Mike, ooh.
Oh, boy.
That's not going to
bode well. The worst thing
well.
you want to do.
Yeah. So here you go. This should be an easy out for anybody. But people can, even at my level, mess this up. And this is how I play it. Right here, how TK is doing. Just roll up onto the ball. But you gotta leave yourself some angle on the 13, and that's where a lot of people will make their mistake.
See, and I shoot this opposite. I draw it. I turn around, I shoot it in the corner pocket.
And draw?
And draw it a little bit.
Well, it's a shorter shot.
Yeah, neither one is a bad shot, I think. And this one I roll forward and side pocket.
Yeah.
It's important that you got that little angle, and he could have used maybe just even a touch more angle for this particular shot.
And used every bit of the rail there. Hit half a diamond up.
I like your wiped its feet term.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he knew he could use the rail there. I use wiping the feet when it just jars in there like 2 or 3 times and goes in. I'm like, ooh, gets
personal
scary.
Preference. Yeah, I agree, Rex. I would agree that it's a perfect. He said he liked the draw shot too, but it is a personal preference, and it's a mood thing too. I'm not going to tell you every time. There might be a time where I roll that ball forward if I'm not. To be honest, if it's one I'm not feeling really comfortable with my stroke.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to roll that ball.
And what I've been learning coming up here, because I trust my draw more than my follow, but I've been learning now to follow more than I draw.
Sure.
Because just works out better sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, and cloth affected all that. I mean, when I started playing, we played on felt, basically. That's
real
stuff,
felt.
Kind of. We called it felt for a reason.
It was slow.
Yeah, it was pretty slow. So everything was full stroke. Now you can get in such bad habits in your mechanics based on how fast these tables play, because you can get away with so much just by tapping the ball and rolling.
Something I started doing recently with my, Darren Appleton was the one who showed it to me.
Yeah.
Just the 50-yard line shot. I like to go no more than 1 diamond off the table and put the cue ball at about half table and make that shot, but don't let the ball roll forward. So you got to either stop it or draw it, which means you got to put a little bit of a stroke on it. And when you put that stroke on the ball, that's going to tell you how straight you're keeping your cue and everything. And I showed it to my brother-in-law the other day. And I'm go ahead, shoot 10 times. He's like, I'll make it every time. He made 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, you got to be hitting 9 or 8 out of 10 before you're consistently shooting,
Sure.
And a really good player is going to hit 10 out of 10. But yeah, you gotta work on the mechanics. Get the mechanics down.
Well, and I just gave a mechanics lesson this morning. And it is. I mean, when I talk to people about it, if your mechanics aren't solid, you never know why you missed.
Yeah, you're never going to increase your level of play.
You just don't know why you missed. It could be a mechanical mistake, which just compounds over and over the options of how to make it right.
Yeah, and I started playing about 2 years ago now, year and a half ago, and you and MH, I got a few lessons by you, and right away, improvement in my game, right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, it does matter. And speaking of lessons, we got Rodney Morris coming up. I got that flyer up right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting. I mean, honestly, one of the best pro player instructors you're ever going to run across, and we have an opportunity to have him here and teach. We got a couple of the days completely filled up. He's doing 3 sessions a day, as you see there. And it's $100 an hour, 2-hour minimum. And we're really excited to have him, and I hope that you guys take advantage. Come on out. We got some other exciting news with some other great players coming up here pretty soon, too. So I don't want to make that official announcement as of yet. But,
yeah, I want to talk to you offline about something. Speaking of that, because I got a phone call the other day.
Yeah.
And I called you I called you immediately.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
I was so stoked. I'm like, man, this guy remembered. He called me back. It was just really crazy to get that call, and I'll talk to you offline after the match about it, but that would be truly awesome. And, Rodney coming down here. If you ever get the opportunity to come down here, play with a pro, I got lessons from Darren Appleton, which I thought, was really awesome. Shows you some cool drills, and he can actually tell you. He'll turn his back, and he can tell just by the sound of you hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Like how good the stroke was. Like he knows. It's really
well,
cool.
not taking it. Oh no. Not taking anything away from him, but that's what we were just talking about this morning. And I said when I give a lesson, once I get somebody hitting the ball right, I can be talking to somebody else and just listen and hear whether or not they hit that ball correct.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to hear it too. It's you'll learn that sound, and you'll know when you hit it bad just by recognizing that sound difference.
Yep.
In the way you hit it.
That's what I think would be really cool. I don't know how they do it. If we could put a mic under the table or something, like when they're hitting, if you could hear it.
Yeah.
It'd be. But the thing is, you got then you gotta how do you cut out the music?
You'd have to put it inside the table, and it would have to be noise dampening, which we can do. Look at that shot. He draws a ball about as good as anyone. That wasn't a great result. He didn't get.
He could just play safe here if he wants.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, just get up on that 2 ball.
And just stop the 2 ball, stop shot. But you kind of want to put the 2 in the line of the 8.
Well, I would try to
kick it.
Try to roll it up to the 2 and the 5 and just lock it if you can. I don't think he's looking at it though. I think he's trying to make a ball here.
Yeah, especially being up 4-3. Really take your time, and you got an opportunity to get this.
Yeah. Just play
get
safe
this
here.
game. You're at full advantage unless he makes a good kick shot.
Well, he could actually hit the 5 off the 8 because it's a big pocket, right? He could do that and try and get out from there.
Yeah, I wouldn't try and get out here for sure.
Yeah, no, I play safe. Yeah, and that's what he's doing.
But you really want to get something in the way of this kick shot.
Yeah. Now, when he's kicking this, I like coming off 2 rails, right? Coming off the top rail.
Yeah, anytime you can, you want to play that second rail here when it's off the rail like it is.
Yeah.
It just increases the size of the area that you can hit.
Yeah, you can miss it so many different ways.
By a lot.
Yeah, if you hit it just straight 1 rail, it's tough. Oh.
Yeah, good shot. And he did. He hit the second rail just perfect there.
Yeah.
Great shot, Mike, and tying things up at 4-4 in this race to 7 in our Jesters match. And let's take a quick peek at Mike's kick shot here again to win him that game.
Yeah.
Great job.
Good knowledge base coming off the top rail. I liked how he did that.
Yep, and Rack was a little bit behind that, and he said, I think Mike has a good chance to make this one. And that's kind of when I was talking about that, the 2-ball safety. You kind of want to, even though you're kind of hooking your 2-ball, it's far enough away from it that if you get ball in hand, you'll be able to get to it. Plus, the 5 was there to get you to that side of it anyways. So if he would have played safe on the 2 and rolled it up to the end rail that the 8 was sitting on.
And that's what I was saying, to roll it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you leave the kick shot, I mean, well, especially with, someone like Mike shooting, it's a very makeable shot.
Yeah, Mike is definitely a student of the game. He has not been playing very long at all, and his game has really gone up pretty quick,
Yeah, I was surprised. I don't know where he was. I was hoping to see him in the 499 and under we had here. I thought he would have been a pretty good favorite to win that.
His car was kind of bumming on him. So.
Yeah, that's right.
TK's got a great opportunity with stripes here, I think. Either one, but for me it's stripes. I would start with that 11 in the side, bring it to the 13 after that, and just work it out from there.
Yeah, 11 side, kind of just stop it or pull back a half an inch maybe.
Yeah, and that's right where he's heading.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that shot because everything's in the open after that.
Yeah, and if you notice, there's no balls in the middle of the table for the stripes, which is what makes them appealing, in my opinion. The 7 and the 3 are very difficult balls, actually.
Well, he left a good angle to get on the 10.
Yep.
So, which is probably the hardest ball on the table right now. After that, and the 6 makes it look like a small pocket here for some reason. Might mess with your mind a little bit.
It's just this angle, I think.
Yeah.
Just where we're looking from.
Hit it nice and got a nice angle.
Now, ideally, you want to come down table just enough to shoot this 15 ball next. I would be shooting to kind of hit the line of the 7 ball, but...
And so that's all speed control right there on this shot.
I think he's drawn around 2 rails. Not sure where he was going there.
Yeah, he played that a little slow because now, he's got the 12 on the side, but...
12 on the side to the 9 in the corner.
Or the 14 on the side if he slow rolls it up, which he might hit it soft. Oh, okay, you're right.
Well, I don't know if I'd call myself right on that shot, but he's got the 14 up in the corner still. It's getting tougher, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
9 in the side would probably be the ideal shot at this point.
Be a hard shot to draw on.
Kek says not sure who to root for. I like both of these guys. And they're both super guys. And
I tell you, Kakak's the one who took me out of the tournament, and I'll have to show you the shot he made. That just was an incredible shot. Kakak, I wish we had that somehow recorded so we could show the viewers at home. He made an impossible shot. Like, literally, I'm like, to the point where we actually had a disagreement about it, and I was like, you know what, you're right. And he just, it was a phenomenal shot. I wish I could show it to you. And then he pretty much broke and ran the next rack. So he had a really good tournament.
To me, it sounds like he cheated.
No.
Oh.
No. He beat me hands down.
Kakak.
No. He played great. Awesome guy. Yeah, he had a really good tournament. I'll tell you who else was Ron. I've never seen Ron shoot lights out like he did.
Ron won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's here like every week, and he just hits his practice on his mechanics. And I'll walk by here and there and, hey, work on this. Or he'll ask a question or whatever. But every Sunday, he does nothing but work on mechanics. So and I told him, I said, I'm really happy to see that all your work paid off because...
This is how dominant he was. His last 4 matches, so it was a race to 5.
Yeah.
So he had to play 20 games minimum. He only lost 2 games.
Yep. That's what I heard. That's tough to do. I don't care what level you're playing at.
To win that many?
Against equivalent players.
You could be playing someone like Earl Strickland, and you're probably going to get 2 wins,
Right.
And that's the feat that he accomplished that night. So I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. what are we shooting? 5 ball in the corner,
5.
3 in the side, 4.
So if Mike takes this one down, it will be his first lead of the match because it started off 2-0 TK.
Yep.
Mike came back with 2.
It's tied him a couple times. Yeah.
And then has been back and forth since. And he's in prime shape to do it right now.
I got a little straight on that ball. I'm not a huge fan of where he ended up here.
Well, change the angle. He might have a little to come off the... he's got some angle. He can come off the bottom rail here. Well, he's going
to have to go forward, yeah.
Yeah, going off the side rail. I thought he could come off
Uh-oh.
the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. No, he's good. He's really good.
Perfect, actually.
Yeah, nice speed there.
He's right in between them. He can shoot either one. But obviously, this is going to be a 7 ball.
Yeah, 7.
Shot.
Do you draw the shot?
Yeah.
Or do you... Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing.
Just bounce off the side rail and back out.
Same pocket.
Uh-oh. I said, and back out.
Yeah, it didn't come back out.
He forgot that part.
And Mike, actually, I think he is a one-pocket player. He wants to get in the one-pocket tournament.
Yeah, so now I think you're running into the 15 here. Just going to slide over and try and hit the 15.
Yeah, and he's looking at it because that could be trouble. Possibly.
I mean, the nice thing is where the 8 is. And it's going to push the 15. It's not going to push the 15 into a pocket, I don't think, unless you hit it just wrong. And even if it does, the cue ball is running away from it, so it's going to put it to another pocket.
Yeah, so he would have to get a bad roll here not to have a shot on the 8.
Well, he avoided it and kicked it straight over to the side pocket, and we're going to see Mike take his first lead of the match here, 5-4. This race to 7 in our weekly Jesters Challenge match.
So could we see 10 in a row? Not consecutive, but showing up 10 times and pretty much remaining undefeated here.
Take a second, just thank everybody again for joining us here at the OS. It is the little sister station to the Mad Apple Extreme. And we are located inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company right here on West College Avenue, Appleton. And good to have my friend Patrick next to me here in the booth. Patrick has done a lot for our stream, including sitting through a whole bunch of Derby City matches. But that's a learning experience in itself, I think.
It was awesome.
And we look forward to doing more of that kind of stuff. But mainly, we want to thank everybody for joining us and making sure you're out there sharing the stream. That's a kind of a real big deal. So it's kind of what keeps everything rolling.
So I was talking with Mike before the match here. He's signed up for the Knights now. So he'll have to sit and wait his turn. But what would be really cool to see, which we have not... I've been watching the stream now for 2 years. I think right when you guys probably started, maybe... I think I just missed when you guys really started,
Yeah.
But when you guys got up and running, I've been here from the beginning watching. But I've never seen like a dual, like...
somebody go from one to the other and do well.
Or hold like dual titles. Like, let's say Mike plays in 3 weeks in Knights or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's a Jester champ and a Knights champ. It's like, holding 2 heavyweight titles, like different weight classes basically, which would be really cool. Okay, solos are looking pretty good, minus the 7 and 5.
TK playing from a position he's not used to being in. That's behind. So he hasn't been behind this whole match. So see how he handles the pressure.
I think he handles it well. He's a pretty composed player. Started off and running.
You mind swinging your hand out there and grabbing that other Mountain Dew for me that's sitting right there? It's on the shelf itself right there. Whoop. Yeah, it's just right there. No, it's right there. I'm like, where are you going, man? Thank you very much. I don't know if there's a lack of oxygen in here today or what, but I got a massive headache.
Yeah, I was looking at the other one out there. I was like...
Shelley Drake played in 2 divisions. I do not think she did. Not in the same day. She has played in 2 divisions, but not... He's saying holding the title at the same time.
Consecutively, yeah.
Right. So, yes, she has competed in 2 divisions.
Yeah, it was in Queens and then played in Jesters, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a while ago. I remember that, actually. Or maybe... Did she, actually? Hold on. Maybe she did, because I do remember her winning the Jester's match, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe she did. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. 9 goes in nicely. Well, this table's looking a little tough for stripes here. Because like you're saying, all the solids on kind of on the outskirts. Makes it a little easier.
Well, 12 is the question.
Yeah, it only goes in maybe the side.
Nope.
Ooh.
12 is no longer the question.
Hit that a half a diamond short.
15, apparently, that was the question. I think TK should start with that 5 ball, over on the left rail.
I like the 4 just because it's a big pocket.
The 5, you mean?
Yeah, the 5. Yeah.
And you can just roll this ball. I don't try and snap this. Yeah, just punch it up in there.
Boom. Perfect.
Yeah, stick to the 5. I agree. Or the 4. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, I messed him up last time.
Same deal here. Just go forward to the rail and back out. So nothing too fancy.
Yeah, the 7 ball is the only one that's a little weird now because the 8's blocking it.
And just making sure you got an angle on the 3-2, or the 3 and the 1. That's good, you know.
Yeah.
Like right now you can't shoot the 1. Don't really want to shoot the 3. So you don't want to be where he is right now for the next shot.
Yeah, and I'm sure TK is thinking right now, how do I punch the 8 out?
Right there.
Or the 7?
Good shot. And he came out good. Ended up very good on that shot. He can shoot that 7 straight down the corner.
Yep.
Gonna see a game of 1 pocket here for the next 4 balls.
Yeah, TK is pretty good at like identifying the problems.
Yeah.
And taking care of them. Something I learned playing with him.
Yeah, he's got a game of 1 pocket now.
So this is that weird draw shot. You got to hit it just right. Just draw back a little bit, not too far.
We're killing.
Oh, hit that perfect. Good angle to get on the 8.
You think?
Yeah. He should be able to just come on towards the bottom of the table, I would think.
I don't like this at all, actually. I think he's in trouble.
Oh, yeah. It actually might either run into the 8 or on the high side of it. You're right. Might have to come back and forth. 1. Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah, it went on the high. I was thinking he could get on the other side of the 8, but
That really was a play there. I mean, that definitely was part of the realm of possibilities to hit that 12 to come off that side of it to move down table. Either way, great out to tie things up. That's going to bring things to 5 games to 5.
this whole match has been back and forth ever since the beginning.
It's almost like they have the same Fargo rate.
Or close to. Speaking of that, this is the highest rated Jester match we've ever had. I mean, it's close to 1,000 right now.
Combined total,
Yeah. So
990 points.
and yeah, both of them I think are well above 495 actually.
Yeah, if you got any pool fans, make sure you're sharing this to the pages and make sure that you're sharing it with your friends. Got a lot of viewers, which is what we need and we appreciate. So please continue to share and like.
And we'll be back again at 4:30 for our night's match, which MH is not going to be here. He's
Correct.
kind of on
He's
a road
in
trip.
Boston. Yep.
Boston, yeah.
And so he's in Boston right now. So we actually have Eric Seaman.
Okay.
And he's being challenged by Dustin Luce.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, MH sent me a picture yesterday. He was watching the Brewers in Boston,
Yep.
which they
Yep.
won, I think, two days in a row.
Since we got everybody there, why don't you shout out to us where you're from? We appreciate that. Like to know how far people are watching from. Eric Korb says, good match today. Happy anniversary, my friend. 15 years he's been married. I think that's correct.
Ooh, congratulations.
I might be confusing that with another friend with an anniversary, but I don't think so. I think that's right. 15 years.
Eric Corb's played here on the stream before. Good
Couple
player.
times, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
He got in that funny little loop where he played twice before a lot of people got to play once because he got his name back in immediately after he lost.
Oh, okay.
So people are like, wait a minute.
Speaking of signing up for our viewers at home, how do they do that if they want to play?
Head over to Quickfire on Facebook, and that's my persona there for my pool site, and we have the link right there. So scroll down a little bit, it'll say King of the Hill sign up, and you click on the link and it'll take you there and signs you up, and it puts a date on your date stamp on everything, and that way we don't get things confused. So
Yeah,
we've actually got weeks ahead planned out now, which is really nice.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's man. I've seen a few of those today by TK. Now that's like number 3, and they're all side pocket shots
We're going
too.
to call them TK Rapid Fire.
I always made the joke, TK telekinesis.
Yeah.
He would use the force, so to speak, to roll a ball in sometimes. I'm like, that ball shouldn't have went in. He just moved it with his mind.
Okay, so Mike trying desperately to get his lead back. And it's a nice cut there on the 14. Kind of opened everything up a bit.
Yeah, everything's
making
wide
that
open.
ball.
Everything's open now. I mean, 15 ball could be a little tricky maybe. Or even the 8. Got to get on it right.
Well, I should check and see if my wife passed her test. She's testing out of her class. Whoop.
Ooh. Did not want that to go in. He was kind of trying to leave it there right in front of the side, but he still has a workable table here. He's got the 11. Just makes things tough. He took that combo shot and both balls went in. Taking a walk around the table. He's going to have to take the 11. It's going to be a little tough. Might have to get on the 15 after, so the only thing I see, I don't see him getting on the 9 here. Gets on the 15. Oh, yeah, that's going to be really nice to get on the 9. So Mike with a pretty good out here if he can do it. Yep. Might have to, he's going to run into the 1, which could make it a little tricky, but I think as long as he pockets this ball, will he be fine? If he pushes like the 1 forward and be on the 8?
Yeah, I think it's a good angle for that. Got to be a little careful because the 1 could come off the 2 depending on how hard you hit it and get in your way.
Yeah, so yeah, he's the one as a
Ended up
stopper.
perfect.
Yeah. He had really nice out there. I mean, he had to get on the 15 on the side. Played a really nice speed shot. So Mike keeps his lead on the hill. And I think we might be going hill-hill as long as TK gets another one here. Trying to take a...
Let's take a quick look at that last setup there for Mike.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, he ended up just right on that 8 and got right down, took care of the business, got rid of it.
Can you do the pool room view? Show the folks at home the 8-ball mini going on. See if I can find my brother-in-law out there. I think he's playing today. It's his first tournament.
Somebody moved the camera, it looks like, a little bit.
Is that Craig Fowler down there?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Really good pool player. Oh, I saw Chris out there. He's playing in the mini today.
Oh, yeah, Chris G.
Yep.
The Tool Man. Maybe you'd like that better if we added the word man to it instead of just the Tool. We could call him the Tool Man.
I really don't like that nickname, and he got it because of the thing on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, the wrench. Yeah.
Yeah, the wrench. Well, I got the wrench in front of my name too now, and it's like,
So it's Patrick the Tool.
no, I'm not. No, he's already been bestowed that nickname, but I'm like, that's not a good nickname.
How about the Tool Man?
The
That's
Tool
better,
Man?
right?
The Tool Man, I guess.
Yeah, because that's saying like he's a jack of all trades, can fix it all.
I'll tell you what, Chris is a bright man. I mean, his knowledge base on like streaming and computers, it's pretty incredible what that guy knows.
Yeah, he's all right.
I'll give you a little more credit, Chris.
I already give everybody too much credit. That's why everybody thinks I don't do anything.
We call that the art of leadership.
Is it?
Yeah. You never ever want to compliment anybody.
I compliment everybody. What do you mean?
No, I'm making a joke. All right. What? 14. Gotta pull back. I can't see the angle on it. Is he running into the 7 here?
Well, it's
Yep.
transition to there. Nice shot.
Yeah, he pushed through it nicely.
Ooh,
no.
7 got in the way there, I think. So he's going to have to go to the 15, to the 10, to the 13.
Yeah.
So 15 on the side. He's going to bump out a little bit. Got a chance to put this thing away, though. He's definitely got an open table.
Yeah, but this is going to be a break and run if he does it,
It's
right?
all on him, yep.
Yeah, that's always the way you want to end a match if you can.
Well, he came up pretty nice here.
Oh, yeah. 3 stop shots.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, maybe pull back a half an inch, if anything, but...
Well, he
Yeah.
just caught it. Floated it right off the edge of the rail and in.
Yeah, could see a break and run to end the match. Don't think TK wanted to go... Well, he's going forward here. Oh, out the
That's the
rail.
right shot. Yeah.
Okay.
And here it is, folks, for the match to retain the Jester title.
10 in a row.
10 in a row. Well,
Or
10 victories, with no losses.
yeah,
How's that?
we'll say it that way.
All right. Well, congratulations, Mike.
Yeah.
Here, does this one work? All right. Glad to see he took care of that. But, hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us for the Jesters match. Don't go away too far. We're only about an hour and 20 minutes away from the Knights match.
Yep.
And that's going to be a great match. Another 2. Dustin is so underrated at 500, in my opinion.
I've never seen him play. So.
He plays great.
Okay.
I think 500 is like super low rated for him. And I think he plays a lot higher than that. So I think you're going to see one heck of a match here this afternoon. I don't know Eric Seaman personally, but he's got like a 5. I think he's like a 575, somewhere in there.
Okay, I know the name. I think I've commentated on him before.
But I'm telling you, don't let that 500 rating on Dustin fool you, because that kid plays really strong and a lot of fun to watch. So look forward to seeing you guys back here once again. This is the open stream on Mad Apple Xtreme on YouTube, and we're producing right here from the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, a 14,000 square foot restaurant, pro shop, billiard room, and bar. And I'm joined in the booth with Patrick Glynn. Patrick, always a pleasure. I love doing this with you. You've been here quite a bit, and I appreciate everything you do. And we look forward to seeing everybody back here in about an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you very much.
See you in a bit.